We are so bad, dude, and I'm so happy. Ninja Gaiden 4 has been officially announced along with a classic 2D style game and a remaster of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. No, it's not Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, it's literally just Sigma but with way better graphics. And you know what? Keep cooking, Team Ninja, y'all. You guys are doing the thing. And I'm super hyped for the new venture Ryu Hayabusa will undergo in his newest title, Ninja Gaiden 4. Or, I guess not Ryu himself, Raven is a newly introduced character to the series, and you can't convince me he's not a tribute to Metal Gear's Raiden, given that their name is similar along with voice. Oh, and the fact that it's by the same developer. But Raven's design is simple yet sick as hell, and clearly whatever the story has to unfold for the reasons to pit this guy against our old hero will be something remarkable. At least I hope. The real question is, will this be a step up from the last Ninja Gaiden game taking place after 3 that also introduced a new playable character to the NG mythos who was a challenge to Ryu Hayabusa? Man, if I had a nickel for every time Team Ninja did this for their series, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's still weird that it happened twice now. Yep, I gotta talk about that Ninja Gaiden game, as I think it's important not from a standpoint on where it is within the series, but a lore standpoint as well. Yaiba Kamikaze is actually really fucking cool, even if his game sucked, and I don't care what anyone says. Introduced in his own game, Ninja Gaiden Z, Yaiba is pretty much established as a stark contrast to Ryu Hayabusa. He's arrogant, aggressive, insane, dirty, not tied to honor, and he really doesn't like Ryu. He's pretty much the perfect rival for such a legendary and powerful character. His entire game is about finding and killing Hayabusa amidst the chaos of a zombie outbreak that the latter character is trying to cure. Why does Yaiba hate Ryu so bad and want to kill him? Well, because he killed him in his first duel with him. That's about it. Yeah, nothing special, but fair enough, all things considered. And actually, the lore for this game goes a little bit deeper too. Basically, a hot while back in his life, Yaiba accidentally killed his sister, Yuki, in a training session due to his mental instability. He tried to find a way to resurrect her with the well-known Ninpo, but the issue was that most ninja view death as an important, honorable thing that they're bound to, not wanting to go against it. But our guy Yaiba is well aware of how dumb that is, so he goes against that ruling anyway. Long story short, it doesn't really work out so well for him, and he bails out of his clan and becomes a deserter, going from Ninja Clan to Merc Group and switching everywhere. Long story short, Yaiba ended up hearing about a cool magic sword with the help of a lady he met and may or may not have caught feelings for. They get the sword, spend some time together, and all is right with the world, right? Wrong, because apparently Yaiba's hatred for ninjas as a whole with their traditions revealed that he had killed this woman's brothers way back, which he reveled at while stealing her sword and leaving her. Said sword happened to belong to the Hayabusa Ninja Clan along with the lady herself, who was also a kunoichi. Ryu hears about this, wants the sword back naturally, and that's what leads us here. The lore is naturally better explained in the source material, and it's actually pretty good. It goes into more depth, and you could tell the writers knew what they were doing in order to lead up to the game's events themselves. Would have been nice if any of this lore was in the actual game though, but it's all those damn annoying video game prequel comics, which were honestly a better story than the game itself. What was I talking about? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Yaiba, the character, not the game, is actually really cool, and I'm worried if Raven by comparison will make for a better rival story-wise for the legend himself. I don't like having to judge a story quality off of such a short trailer alone, but there's really not much to pick up on that's unique or can be separate from any other possible rivalry you could have. I mean, you could argue the same for Yaiba, but his charm comes from how his simplicity is handled. On its face, it's overly simple that he just hates Ryu for killing him, but it makes sense going forward and looking backwards. But plot thickens quite a bit among the other traits involved. Yaiba's insanity ties into his character like a complementary knot, and his rivalry is personal on both his and Ryu's end. This Raven guy doesn't seem to radiate any of that energy. It's an announcement trailer, but with these short lines, it's kinda apparent this may not hit the same. My biggest fear for Ninja Gaiden 4, at least besides it just turning out to be a bad game, is that it'll retry what was already attempted in Yaiba's game when it comes to a rivalry, but actually do it worse. But because Yaiba, the game not the character, was shit, it'll easily be forgiven, and the lack of depth to the new character will be compensated for much better gameplay and badass scenes against Ryu. Even though Yaiba already had the latter better, but whatever. I'm really not worried about the gameplay. I think it'll be great without a doubt. In a world with annoying constant shooters and Souls-likes and never-ending constant similarities from game to game, or in the current era we're in, it's a really good time to have a Legend of Hack and Slash beat-em-ups return. And I hope I'm proven wrong with Raven's character in Ninja Gaiden 4, and I'm happy I'm proven wrong about the world of this series. For those wondering, I do see this potentially being the gateway opener to a possible DOA 7, given that we have this and the actual dating sim upcoming soon. Yeah, remember that one video I did and everyone went all, "Oh, if you take out the boobies in my game, I won't be able to recognize the series. DOA is known for jiggle physics and sex appeal. You won't recognize it. It's gonna be unrecognizable." Yeah, and I like now what's left of the series in the West are characters who are nowhere to be found in the highlight times of this series. Unrecognizable, right? Oh shit, Ayane's titties aren't as big and jiggly as they were in the OG second game, even though she's like 16 during this game's events. Woke. Momiji's face is too realistic. Woke. Ryu isn't meaner to the woman he's around. Woke. The statue you fight in the OG game is gone now. Woke. Anyway, I hate Dead or Alive, but I love the characters they have to offer, and damn, I have a lot of faith and skepticism for the direction of this series. Either way, concerns, hype, and everything else aside, we're back, and as a professional DOA hater, I've never been happier. I'll take cautiously optimistic for about 49 bucks. Yes, I did waste my money on the remake of Ninja Gaiden 2. Shut up.
I told him to go fuck himself. Oh. Aren't you a miserable piece of shit? Get the fuck off him! He was the head of Forge Industries. And also a huge dick. I guess that made him a dickhead. Fuck. Shut the fuck up! Both of you! I'm gonna carve your skull into a fucking hat. Fuck yeah!
Reclaim your title as Ninja Slayer.
I told him to go fuck himself. This was between me and Hayabusa.